There was a time when being a billionaire meant oil, steel, or banking. But in 2025, wealth wears new faces. Some familiar, some shockingly unexpected. These aren't just the richest people alive. They are powerhouses reshaping the world. From tech disruptors to market manipulators, this is the real list of the wealthiest individuals worldwide. Before we jump into the names and numbers, let's quickly look at what changed in 2025 to shake up the billionaire ranks. In 2025, wealth doesn't look the way it used to. It no longer smells like oil, feels like gold bars in vaults, or sits quietly in family trusts. Today's money moves fast, thinks in code, and runs on electricity, not diesel. The world's richest are no longer just heirs or industrialists. They're builders of invisible empires, where algorithms replace assembly lines, and data has become more valuable than diamonds. The rise of AI has redrawn the map. In less than 5 years, entire fortunes have been built off silicon and synthetic brains. Just one example, Nvidia's AI chips have become the oxygen for everything, from self-driving cars in Arizona to real-time language processors in Nairobi. Meanwhile, tech founders who bet early on generative AI or robotics have sit on personal wealth that eclipses traditional sectors entirely. Green energy too has created a new class of tycoons. Battery magnates, clean hydrogen backers, solar farm developers. They're not just saving the planet, they're getting rich doing it. In parts of Northern Africa, Australian and Middle Eastern investors are building giga-scale solar grids meant to power European cities by cable. This is the kind of futuristic money flow that's starting to matter most. And it's no longer just a Western game. The richest people on earth now come from Lagos, Jakarta, Sao Paulo, not just from New York or London. The average age of a new billionaire has dropped below 40 for the first time ever, and their paths are wildly non-traditional. Some got rich on virtual real estate. Others scaled influence through decentralized platforms or launched app-based economies in places that were once ignored by global capital. The old god still exists, but it's watching its shadow shrink. Private jets are now shared with YouTube-born billionaires. Hedge funds legends are sitting across from 29-year-olds who train their own AI co-founders. The entire language of wealth has shifted, and it's speaking faster, younger, and greener than ever before. So who rose to the very top in this new world order? Let's start with a name that refuses to move from the number 1 spot. Number 10. Elon Musk. In 2025, Elon Musk isn't just the richest man on earth. He's orbiting in a category all his own. With an estimated net worth surpassing $250 billion, Musk's fortune is as fluid and far-reaching as his ambitions. He's not just building companies, he's shaping civilizations, often treating geography, politics, and physics as mild inconveniences. His wealth doesn't sit still. It's constantly being reinvested into ventures that sound like science fiction and yet somehow become real. Tesla, once just a car company, now dominates the electric grid. In 2025, the Model Z isn't just self-driving. It auto-negotiates energy swaps with your neighbor's house while you sleep. Its batteries are powering homes, data centers, and even small towns. Tesla's energy arm, often overlooked, has become the quiet backbone of his empire, making him more indispensable to the grid than most governments. Then there is SpaceX. Starship launches are now routine. What was once a spectacle has become a schedule. In early 2025, a deal with a UAE consortium allowed SpaceX to deploy a lunar comms network. It's rumored that Musk now controls the most advanced private satellite mesh on the planet, known internally as Project Odysseus, an AI-driven network designed not just for internet access, but real-time planetary observation and decision-making tools. Think weather forecasting, resource tracking, and global surveillance, all from a privately owned system in low Earth orbit. And while Neuralink still makes headlines for its brain-machine interface trials, Musk's latest push is something even more staggering. Aletheia, a synthetic intelligence venture designed to integrate Tesla's Dojo supercomputer capabilities with real-time sensory feedback from SpaceX satellites. The goal? To create the first truly adaptive, Earth-aware AI, one that learns from physical and spatial data in real time. Yet even as he pushes boundaries, Musk still plays the crowd. He'll debate AI ethics one day, then tweet memes the next. He mocks regulators in the morning and hosts investor summits in the evening. No other billionaire combines brute capital power with raw cultural impact like he does. He's not running corporations, he's engineering myths. But this story isn't just about money, it's about momentum. While most billionaires protect their wealth, Musk weaponizes his. He spends it, risks it, and lets it reshape reality. Whether it's colonizing Mars or controlling global bandwidth, he's not building towards a future, he's dragging the future towards him fast. But while Elon dominates in the West, there is someone in Asia whose empire is catching up fast and quietly. Number 9. Gautam Adani. Gautam Adani's fortune in 2025 is not just a rebound story. It's a masterclass in turning crisis into dominance. After the brutal Hindenburg short seller attack in 2023, which wiped out tens of billions in market values almost overnight, many assumed Adani's empire had peaked. What followed instead was one of the most aggressive rebuilds in corporate history. Not only did he recover, but he restructured the Adani Group into a global force in energy and logistics, emerging with a personal net worth of around $175 billion. His strategy wasn't subtle, it was sweeping. Adani tripled down on infrastructure while most CEOs stayed cautious. He secured long-term port deals in Kenya and Mozambique, built container terminals in Saudi Arabia, and even financed a 1,200-kilometer trade rail network through Ethiopia. These weren't just business moves, they were geopolitical plays. He positioned his ports not just as shipping hubs, but as data, energy, and trade corridors for an entire continent. Green hydrogen, once a buzzword, became his battlefield. By 2025, his Adani New Industries Limited had constructed one of the largest integrated green hydrogen plants in the world, located in Gujarat. The project feeds Europe's growing demand for clean fuel, especially as the EU scrambles to shift away from Russian gas. What sets Adani apart is scale. Where others test, he builds. Where others hedge, he consolidates. And that momentum has translated into influence. Energy for Adani is about more than electricity. It's about control over ports, grids, supply chains. His acquisition of solar component manufacturers in Vietnam, his part ownership in floating wind farms off the coast of Oman, and his early investment in green ammonia tech have made him indispensable to both industrial and government players navigating the energy transition. His assets stretch from airports in Mumbai to data parks in Colombo, and they're run with military-grade discipline. Adani is rarely flashy in public, yet his reach is embedded into the physical and digital infrastructure of half a dozen countries. His rise isn't based on charisma or code, it's built on shipping lanes, megawatts, and meticulous risk management. Even more remarkably, he's done all this while weathering fierce political scrutiny and public skepticism. Where many billionaires might lie low post-scandal, Adani leaned in, restructuring debt, opening his books, and proving piece by piece that his business wasn't just too big to fail, but too rooted to move. From ports to platforms, our next billionaire built the world's most addictive digital space. Number 8. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg isn't chasing relevance in 2025, he's engineering it. With a net worth estimated at $160 billion, he's redefined Meta not as a social network company, but as a full-spectrum digital infrastructure giant. His early gamble on the metaverse has evolved into a full-blown virtual economy, with Horizon Realms now hosting virtual schools, stores, and studios powered by AI-generated environments tailored to individual users. Threads, once viewed as a simple alternative to X, has morphed into a real-time, multi-format communication layer, seamlessly integrating with Meta's VR ecosystem. It's now used for everything from breaking news streams to holographic meetups. Meanwhile, Zuckerberg's deeper play lies in Neuralink-style brain interferences, quietly developed through Meta's reality labs, enabling users to control devices and even navigate immersive platforms with nothing but thought. He rarely gives interviews, but when he does, he speaks like a coder, not a CEO. There is no drama, just system updates, and yet, through code and capital, he's made Meta the backbone of how billions interact online. Speaking of digital dominance, the next name is all about speed, sales, and software. Number 7. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos no longer runs Amazon, but in 2025, he's still playing the long game and winning it. With his wealth holding strong at $150 billion, Bezos has shifted from e-commerce pioneer to full-scale futurist. Blue Origin, once in SpaceX's shadow, now partners with the European Space Agency to deliver cargo to lunar stations. These aren't flashy tourist rockets. They are commercial payloads, laying the groundwork for a permanent off-Earth economy. Behind the scenes, his AI-focused firm Bezos Venture AI has taken quite control of enterprise automation across sectors. Logistics, cybersecurity, and biotech are now run by algorithms his companies help design and deploy. But Bezos isn't just automating systems, he's trying to outlive them. His biggest play, Altos Labs, the longevity research company he heavily funds. In 2025, it began human trials on cellular rejuvenation therapies, aiming not to stop aging but to slow it dramatically. He's not promising eternal life, just a few extra decades to invest in the future he's building. Now here comes a surprise, a man whose fortune exploded in just 3 years. Number 6. Jensen Huang. Jensen Huang didn't just ride the AI wave, he built the surfboard everyone else is using. As the founder and CEO of Nvidia, his chips are the beating heart of every major language model in 2025. From OpenAI's GPT-6 to Tesla's autonomous systems, Huang's hardware makes the thinking happen. In just 36 months, his net worth surged from $45 billion to $135 billion, fueled by explosive global demand for GPUs that can train and run the most advanced AI ever created. But Nvidia isn't just selling processors, it's supplying the foundation for a new kind of economy. Government contracts, research labs, defense agencies, even Hollywood studios now rely on his systems to generate, stimulate, and automate. His partnership with Tesla has helped redefine AI mobility, integrating real-time data into decision-making vehicles that don't just drive, they learn. Huang is far from the spotlight-chasing billionaire. He doesn't need to be. His empire hums quietly under the surface, powering everything from robot surgeons to predictive urban planning tools. While chips built his empire, our next billionaire stacked his through clicks. Number 5. Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault doesn't chase trends, he defines them. In 2025, the head of LVMH is still the undisputed king of global luxury, with a personal net worth hovering around $140 billion. But what's made his empire so enduring isn't just handbags and champagne. It's how he manages to keep LVMH feeling eternal while pushing it relentlessly into the future. Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Fendi are no longer just fashion houses, they're experience ecosystems. In the last year, LVMH launched Maison Horizon, a luxury residential development brand tied to its fashion labels, with penthouses in Paris, New York, and Tokyo offering curated interiors styled by in-house designers. Owning a bag is one thing, living the brand is now literal. Behind the scenes, Arnault has greenlit a sweeping AI overhaul of LVMH's e-commerce. New platforms for Dior and Vuitton use machine learning to personalize every customer journey. From sizing and style predictions to exclusive offers tailored by behavior, not guesswork. The goal: make online shopping feel more exclusive than walking into a boutique. His influence goes beyond retail. LVMH's private aviation brand Hublair is now offering fashion-focused destination packages, a jet charter, haute couture preview, and Michelin star testing in a single booking. Arnault knows exactly what luxury buyers want before they do, and he makes sure LVMH gets there first. Number 4. Zhang Yiming. Zhang Yiming built his fortune not by selling a product, but by capturing attention. And in 2025, attention is still the most valuable currency on earth. The ByteDance founder, now worth an estimated $115 billion, has extended his digital empire far beyond TikTok. What started as a short-form video app has evolved into a sprawling suite of AI-powered entertainment tools that shape culture in real time. TikTok's influence hasn't waned, it's grown sharper. The app now drives global music charts, election narratives, fashion trends, and product launches with machine precision. Behind that impact is Byte+, the AI engine that doesn't just power TikTok, but it's licensed to dozens of other platforms, news aggregators, video apps, even dating services, all running on ByteDance's predictive content framework. But Zhang's reach isn't just algorithmic. In 2024, ByteDance rolled out Streamlet, a fully AI-generated entertainment platform that produces interactive shows tailored to individual user profiles. No two people watch the same version. It's not just content, it's a feedback loop where your data writes the script. Outside of media, Zhang has remained mostly invisible. No big interviews, no tech conferences. He lets his platform speak for him. and they speak loud in every language on every continent. Whether it's Bollywood hits shaped by TikTok challenges or viral dance trends sparking political protests in Africa, the ripple effect of his algorithms is hard to overstate. Now let's head to Silicon Valley for a pair of founders who quietly built a global software fortress. Number 3. Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Larry Page and Sergey Brin are no longer the face of Google, but in 2025, their influence remains deeply etched into the framework of the modern world. With personal net worths cycling $110 billion each, they've chosen to move quietly, letting Alphabet's vast reach and its AI ambitions speak louder than any headline ever could. Their brainchild, DeepMind, once best known for beating human champions at Go, now powers real-world systems, from advanced protein folding in biotech to autonomous infrastructure monitoring. And with Gemini, Alphabet's generative AI rival to GPT-6, the company has entered a new phase, building not just tools but cognitive systems that can write code, compose music, and handle full-scale digital operations without human input. Page has remained intensely private, reportedly spending most of his time between his private Caribbean island and research-focused retreats in New Zealand. Brin, while slightly more public, has poured energy into AI for science projects, recently backing an initiative that uses quantum computing to model cancer mutations in real time. They're not on magazine covers, they don't do TED Talks, but their fingerprints are on everything. The web you search, the voice that answers, the assistant that learns. They've traded boardrooms for moonshots, quietly bankrolling ventures that push toward AI-enhanced climate models, space manufacturing, and even speculative neural cloud computing. They're not gone, they're just deeply underground, exactly where they like to be. Number 2. Anthony Pratt. Anthony Pratt built his empire on cardboard, literally. In 2025, with a net worth nearing $100 billion, Pratt has become one of the wealthiest people on earth, not through flashy tech or high-risk speculation, but through an industry few people think about: recycling. His companies, Wheezy in Australia and Pratt Industries in the US, now handle more sustainable packaging than any other privately owned group worldwide. His rise caught many off guard. While billionaires chased satellites and AI, Pratt quietly poured billions into green infrastructure across America. His $700 million paper mill in Henderson, now the largest of its kind in the Western Hemisphere, runs almost entirely on recycled materials and renewable energy. In an era of ESG metrics and zero carbon pledges, he's positioned himself as the logistics and supply chain whisperer for a world trying to clean up. But it's not just boxes and bottles. Pratt has deep ties with US and Australian leadership. He's hosted presidents, funded jobs in swing states, and sits at the intersection of politics, trade, and environment, often pulling strings without saying a word. He's rarely in the press, yet always in the room when serious money is on the table. In a world obsessed with digital futures, Anthony Pratt is proof that empires made of paper can still stack billions. And finally, not a tech CEO, not a tycoon, but a billionaire whose influence goes beyond business entirely. Number 1. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey's wealth isn't built on algorithms or factories, it's built on trust. In 2025, with a net worth of $95 billion, she stands as one of the most quietly powerful billionaires in the world. Her empire stretches far beyond television. Oprah owns significant equity in streaming platforms, wellness brands, and biotech firms focused on plant-based health and mental well-being. Her early investment in True Eats, a meal tech startup blending AI and nutrition science, alone is now worth over $8 billion. But Oprah's true influence lives in culture. Politicians seek her endorsement like it's gold. Authors pray to make her book list. Her foundation's latest initiative, a $1.2 billion mental health education platform for underserved schools, is already being rolled out across 40 US states. She's not just rich, she's a movement, a brand, a belief system wrapped in a person. Which billionaire's rise shocked you the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments.